Welcome to the International Observatory of School Climate and Violence Prevention podcast, where researchers share insights from their latest studies. Let's get started.
Hello everyone. It's a pleasure to greet you. My name is Esperanza Espino and I am an assistant professor in the Department of Psychology at Loyola University in Andalusia, Spain. I am also a member of the research group Interpersonal Aggression and Socio-Emotional Development. Welcome and thank you for tuning in. Have you ever wondered why some cases of cyberbullying go on for a long time? In today's podcast, we will discuss key insights from a recent study titled Adolescents Suffering from Long-Term Cyberbullying Victimization, Peer Pressure, and Anger Dysregulation as Risk Factors. This research was conducted in collaboration with Professor Del Rey and Professor Sánchez Jiménez from the University of Seville, Spain, as well as Professor Veiga-Simão and Professor Costa Ferreira from the University of Lisbon, Portugal. We will explore the main findings and their implications for understanding the long-term effects of cyberbullying on adolescents. Stay tuned. We know that cyberviolence among adolescents is a growing concern for educators, counselors, families, and many others. Understanding not only the risk factors behind its emergence, but also those that contribute to its long-term persistence could help us improve prevention strategies. In today's episode, we will explore these key factors and discuss how we can better protect young people from the lasting effects of cyberbullying. In fact, we already know that adolescents interact in both physical and virtual spaces. This makes it essential to address cyberconvivencia as a key factor in improving a school climate and fostering positive relationships. By tackling long-term cyber victimization, we can work towards reducing violence and creating safer, more supportive offline and online environments for all students. While previous studies have explored the role of peer pressure and anger in cyberbullying perpetration, less attention has been given to their impact on cyber victimization, particularly in long-term cases. Given that both peer pressure and poor anger management have been linked to higher levels of cyber victimization and more severe outcomes, we aim to explore whether these factors play a role in maintaining victimization over time. Our study tested how peer pressure and anger dysregulation affected cyber victimization at two different points, 1 year apart, while also considering the influence of gender and age. For this 1-year longitudinal study, we worked with a group of more than 400 secondary school students from 7th to 10th grade, ranging in age from early to mid-teens. Nearly half of the participants were girls. To better understand their experiences, they completed self-report questionnaires that explore peer pressure, difficulties in managing anger, and their exposure to cyber victimization. Among our main findings, we found that 1 in 3 cyber victims experienced long-term cyberbullying. This finding is important because it tells us that cyberbullying is not always something fleeting but can become a persistent problem. In addition, considering the moderating effects, our study revealed that being a victim of cyberbullying at the beginning and feeling strong pressure from peers significantly increases the risk of remaining a cyber victim in the future. This means that if an adolescent is a cyber victim and feels a lot of peer pressure to fit in, cyberbullying is more likely to continue. Even more interestingly, when we analyze peer pressure, a social factor, in combination with anger dysregulation, an emotional factor, we discover something crucial. Peer pressure poses an even greater risk for long-term cyber victimization, particularly among adolescents who tend to be less reactive or unresponsive in these situations. Our study offered valuable insights with real-world implications. About 1/3 of cyber victims may experience long-term victimization even after a year, highlighting the persistence of the issue. We identified key factors that contribute to continued cyberbullying, such as peer pressure and anger dysregulation. These findings shed light on why some interventions failed to address the issue entirely, as shown by Johanna and colleagues in 2023. and can guide the development of tailored intervention strategies. This research emphasizes the need for greater awareness among teachers, counselors, families, and policymakers regarding the long-lasting impact on cyber victims, the importance of training in peer pressure resistance and anger regulation, and the urgency of addressing both cyberbullying and cyber bystanders to combat peer cyberviolence in digital spaces. So, how can we create interventions that not only address the cyberbullying itself, but also target the emotional and social dynamics that keep it going? Something to reflect on. And that's a wrap for today's episode. We've just scratched the surface of this important topic, and I hope you found it insightful. There's so much more to explore when it comes to understanding and addressing cyberbullying. Be sure to tune into our next episode, where we'll dive into more important topics. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to having you with us again soon.
Thanks for tuning into the International Observatory of School Climate and Violence Prevention podcast. Stay curious, stay connected, and we'll catch you on the next episode.